Welcome to 2K. Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A contest between conferences, Phillips Arena, Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Green in at the five, roaming the paint. Nobody near Barnes. And the three off target. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
Teague drives in. That's good.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Iguodala, the pass to Green. Here's Bazemore. Makes it off the glass.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
Over in the corner, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Teague against Curry. Now here is Horford. Defense is right there. Outside for Millsap. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Iguodala. Rejected by Teague. And he gets it back. Tries again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Pass to Horford. Plenty of space. And that's good for two.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now, here's Teague. Horford in the post. Guarded by Green. And too long on the shot. Warriors trailed by 4. Thompson right side. Golden State moving it around. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Back to Curry. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. It's Bogut with the drive. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Bogut.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Now Horford. And he drops it in from the low post.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Green. Rejected by Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Andrew Bogut. There's the screen. Curry kicks to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Draymond Green.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Millsap left side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Baseline J on the way. Again, Curry missing.
Yeah, I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
And here is Teague after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And it's blocked by Curry. And they'll keep possession. On the wing, Thompson. Teague covering. Here's Green. Offensive rebound. Inside. Goes back up. Again, the miss by Green.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Kicks it to Korver. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry dishes to Green. That's a 2 from Barnes. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
You look back last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home last season. Not a bad way to help unveil that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue up neat was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
Shot is out there with Splitter. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Here is Splitter. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shoots from 12. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And, you know, for the Hawks last season, they ended with a 35-6 record at home, and that was the best in the East and the second best in the NBA. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. And for the Hawks, it was a good year to get the city. No, take that. It was a great year to get the city talking about basketball again. Atlanta hasn't always rallied behind this team, but boy, did they show up more than usual last season. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Barnes passes to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the basket good.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Last season, Atlanta showed just how much fun a team can have playing team basketball, a complete team effort. We use that word a lot. You don't see it much in the NBA, but boy, they epitomized it, Clark.
Yeah, they sure did. Refreshing to see a team do that well collectively without a real superstar. Just a solid group that understood their roles and played them perfectly.
The feed to Cephalosha. Here's Schroeder. And Barbosa pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The Hawks trail by 9. Scott. Another three for Atlanta.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And the Warriors with some changes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Rush. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Now here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The drive by Scott. Warriors with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Yeah, he was not to be denied on that possession.
Here's Schroeder. The dish to Splitter. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That's his second personal foul.
And the one thing Thiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles. He knows where he's supposed to be. He gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Golden State. Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And for Thiago Splitter, he's been a relatively unsung player in his career, never getting his number called on offense, receiving little recognition from the media, but providing tough defense in the post. He shot over 55%, crashes the boards in the 20 minutes or so a game that he gets. So that's been good enough to really establish a productive career.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Curry. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Curry dishes to Bogut. Here's Iguodala. Good work defensively by Millsap.
You know, getting back to Splitter, yes, you need superstars to win in this league, but you also need guys like him, guys who put the team first, will bust the gut to carry out their responsibilities on the floor, off the court, and in the locker room. You need all of that to be a championship team.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Warriors leading by 9. Teague against Curry. Here's Livingston. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Teague. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Livingston kicks to Bogut. There's the double team with Korver. Livingston, that's good.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Pass to Horford. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Iguodala's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Fast break, the Hawks. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Klay Thompson.
3 seconds left. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Horford. The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. Here's T. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the 3rd.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 21 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
3rd quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Iguodala out there with Draymond Green. And it's Barnes in the 3.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Here's Teague, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Inside. Horford the pass to Bazemore. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 10. Out left to the wing. Here's Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Barnes has got his 2nd bucket.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Korver kicks to Teague. Out to the wing. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry's got the ball. And another three for Golden State.
Stephen Curry.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. It's really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
They set the pick. And it's Green, missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And Teague's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
Shooting for Atlanta.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his bounce, he can get in there and grab a few more.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
The Hawks trail by 15. Korver gets a wide-open look. That three off the mark. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
Assist goes to
Again, Golden State.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Iguodala outside. Back to Barnes. Millsap with the steal. Horford kicks it to Bazemore. Millsap has the open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Millsap's got 6.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Timeout called the Warriors.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Warriors, Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Iguodala. Livingston comes in for Barnes. And Curry subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Schroeder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Livingston. And Splitter pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
Can't hit from in close.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
The Hawks trail by 12. Pushing it up. Scott, good. Scott's got 5 now.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
They set the screen. Livingston dishes to Green. Deep 2 from Rush. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Mike Scott. Then it's Splitter, and it's Cephalosha in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the dunk by Barnes.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Splitter. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Korver in for Hardaway. And Curry, here we go. That is good. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Well, you can sense the urgency with them now. I mean, right here, they're flat in the first half, but they come out.
Oh, wow.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Second shot opportunity. That's good. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
It's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Barnes. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Thompson outside. And the shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Iguodala. No good. Great D that time from T.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The kick out to T. 5 to shoot. Will it go? Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
Curry attacking. It's rebounded by T.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
That's a 2 from Korver to the wing right side. Here's Bazemore. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
It's stolen by Green. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebounded by Korver. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside. And Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
Iguodala setting the pick for Curry. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Curry. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And Green gets it to go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Teague, here we go. He dishes it to Horford. Over to the left wing. Bazemore passes to Teague. 4 on the shot clock. That's tipped. Smooth sailing for Golden State. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And Green slams it in.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Korver, no luck. Thompson from long range. No good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game,